What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Next Gen Career Mode. This is episode number 87, and we start today's episode off with a squad report as we have now entered a new month, and you can check out how the players are doing and what attributes they are increasing in. And a reminder for those of you that seem to comment and ask every single episode, squad reports are shown at the start of every single in-game calendar month, as is the full league table. So yeah, there you go. If you want to know when the squad reports come out, and instead of just asking me, show a squad report, please show a squad report, they come out at the start of every single in-game calendar month. So yeah, squad's looking good. Squad's looking very good. I'm not really sure what to do in January, if anything, because it looks really strong, not just our first 11 but in depth as well. We've got some really good players in there, so yeah, it's looking good, and I'm very pleased with what we built so far. As things stand, we are 14 games into the Bundesliga season with 10 wins and 4 draws, 0 losses so far with 34 points, looking very good as we try and retain our trophy. And in the Champions League, we have won our opening 3 games, and yeah, things are looking really good. We're unbeaten so far this season, looking very good indeed, and looking very strong. You know, you can't really see where things are going to start to go wrong for us, to be honest, because we just look so good right now. You know, the squad is, you know, high in morale, the squad is really good in form, and you know, the funny thing is, this year Lasogga hasn't even been blasting in the goals left, right and centre. You know, he's actually been, you know, not subpar but quite average, you know, so it's quite a surprise to think that, you know, we are still playing so well even without our big beast up top, you know, in ridiculous goal scoring form like he has been throughout the series. But we take on Galatasaray here for the first game of today's episode away in Turkey, and of course so far they're sitting in 3rd place in our Champions League group, and of course we are top, and if we win this game we automatically qualify through to the knockout stages. So I was looking forward to the game. I did rest a lot of players, but I still felt confident in my chances, and the first chance would fall to Galatasaray in the 4th minute, but the shot was well saved by Ter Stegen there as he puts it behind for a corner, and from that corner Schneider across the wood towards Sheju, and the shot is taken, but again it's another good save by Ter Stegen, and it is still 0-0. And in the 12th minute you see Yashil make a good challenge here as he tracks back to win the ball, then collects the ball and goes forward here, sprints around his man, keeps on going, but the shot is simply saved by the goalkeeper and we can't turn it in. So still 0-0. It's a really good sort of display of determination by Yashil, persistence if you will. And in the 20th minute you see Hummels get the ball to Schürrle here down the left hand side. It's another really good opportunity, a couple of step overs by Yashil, he goes in and out, goes down the left hand side, lovely little Berber spin, then takes aim, but again it's straight at the goalkeeper really, and it's quite a comfortable save. But still 0-0, and both sides having early chances in this game. And in the 24th minute you see Robin flick the ball over to Galatasaray forward's head and give the ball to Kevin Volland. Volland fake shots around his man and finds Leon Goretzka. Goretzka rolls the ball out wide towards Yashil, a really good chance, so he sprints down the left hand side, cuts onto his right foot here. I'm waiting for a runner, I eventually see one, I pick out Herman who shoots, but he hits the post and Galatasaray clear. So that was a lovely ball there, but Herman just couldn't finish, he hits the post and it's still 0-0. And from that you see Omre Can collect the ball and find Leon Goretzka, tries to find Schürrle, it does eventually come to Schürrle who finds Goretzka who shoots, but it takes a deflection and goes behind for a corner. So still scoreless as things stood, but we were getting ourselves a lot of early chances, and from the corner it is crossed in by Yashil towards Lasogga, it's headed away only as far as Herman, who takes a touch and strikes it, but he goes wide of the post and out for a goal kick. So still 0-0, but both sides in the first half an hour had a lot of early chances, and you know, I was surprised that the score was still scoreless as things stood. But from the goal kick it's cleared forward, and as we win the header here it comes to Cheju finds his man, but as we make a challenge here with Andre Schürrle, it's Galatasaray play the ball around him, but Cheju ends up giving the ball away. It comes to Yashil, Yashil collects it, sprints through the middle, he's one-on-one, and Yashil just isn't going to miss that chance. The defence parts down the middle, Cheju was out of position, and Yashil finesses the ball into the bottom corner. So 1-0 to Hertha Berlin, and yeah, again it was just one of those where as soon as Yashil went one-on-one I just knew he was going to score, you know. All I got to do is R1 and circle that ball and I'll find the back of the net. So 1-0, and in the 36th minute you see Yashil roulette round Cheju, and he's going to go clear one-on-one. He doesn't have too much pace, but he's got enough to beat the last defender. He tracks back, goes through one-on-one, and again it's the same result. All I've got to do is just finesse that ball into the top corner with the R1 and circle, and the guy is just so good. Like, I seriously don't understand how I've never bothered buying the guy before. He's just like the best backup striker I've ever had in any career mode ever. I can't think of anyone as good as him, man. He's just so good, he really is. Maybe as reliable as Kim Ojo, I don't know, but still, he's just so good, man. He really is. That's a great finesse into the top corner to make it 2-0. He gets his second goal of the game, and he's just so clinical in goal, clinical in front minute goal. He gets his second goal of the game there, and we are surely going through to the Champions League knockout stages. You can't see Galatasaray getting back into this game, but in the 42nd minute they would have a chance here as they go down the left hand side, and eventually it's crossed into the centre. Towards the head of, not sure who it was, but Ter Stegen made a really good save, and we managed to get the ball away. So another good stop by Ter Stegen. So despite the fact we were 2-0 up, our goalkeeper was called into action quite a few times in the first half, and he made quite a few good saves. And we had a chance there in the 61st minute, but Hummels' header went wide of the post. And in the 64th minute, Ontivero collects the ball here and slides it through towards his man. It's another good opportunity for Galatasaray. Good block by Hummels, and then Alex Telles down the right hand side shoots, but he puts it wide and out for a goal kick. So still 2-0, and Galatasaray had the chances, you know, it's just their problem was they weren't taking the opportunities. And in the 67th minute we played the ball over the top here towards Kevin Volland. Volland's got the legs to beat Kaya, he's got the pace to beat the on-rushing goalkeeper, he chips it over him and makes it 3-0. So with 23 minutes to go, Kevin Volland completes the victory. We are going to win this game as Volland makes it 3-0, and there's no way back for Galatasaray now. And you know, they did have the chance in this game, but their finishing was really poor. Our finishing was good, and that's why we were surely going to collect the 3 points. And in the 79th minute, Galatasaray had a free kick here. Wesley Schneider takes it, but he goes harmlessly over the bar and out for a goal kick. And you know, this was the proof. You know, that was a good opportunity there, but their shots were so poor. And when they were on target, Ter Stegen was making the saves. They just, you know, they had the chances. They had as many chances as we did, but they just didn't take them. So we won the game by 3-0. And again, the scoreline, I'm not going to say it flattered us, but you know, had Galatasaray had the forwards had their shooting boots on, it certainly wouldn't have been a 3-goal swing in our favour. But still, 2 goals for Yashil, 1 for Kevin Volland means we win the game by 3-0, and we are indeed now through to the Champions League knockout stages. So very, very pleased with that. Of course, we're still not guaranteed to finish top, but at least we're now through to the knockout stages guaranteed. And following that, another piece of good news, Goretzka has now signed his contract. Of course, he turned it down in the last episode, I think it was, and said he wasn't going to accept a new contract, but I offered him a new one, as you would have seen, and he has now decided he will stay at the club, which is great, because I got to say, Goretzka is one of the most underrated players in this side. He grows so quickly. He's now up to an 81, I think it is. He is fantastic, man. His passing stats are great. He's got 88 stamina. He's an awesome midfielder on this game, you know, he really is. And of course, he's got a lot of positions listed as well, so you can play him wherever you like, and he's really good. I like Goretzka, so I'm glad he's going to stay. And we took on FC Köln here for the following game, the second and final one of today's episode. And the first chance would fall here in the 4th minute as the cross gets played into the centre, but as it's a good save by Ter Stegen, we managed to get the danger away. And in the 14th minute, it's played forward down the right hand side, and as keep hold of the ball, FC Köln, it's Brecco who slides it through down the right hand side. The cross is played into the centre, but again, it's another good save by Ter Stegen, and then a follow-up shot hits the post. So the early chances coming to FC Köln in this game, you know, you would have thought with this game we'd probably be the favourites by far, but they were looking very threatening. And in the 25th minute, they would actually go ahead and take the lead. It was a really, really scrappy goal to concede from. The ball just got played forward there. My defending was just terrible, and as their flick on from the header came forward towards the man, he finessed the ball into the bottom corner, and the number 21 makes it 1-0 to FC Köln. So very disappointed to concede the first goal of this game, and again, it was just a really, really scrappy goal to concede. Look at that, that's just so basic, man. That really is. That's route one. That's poor. If you concede a goal like that, you know, you need to work on your defence if you concede goals like that. That's just terrible. But still, it's 1-0 to FC Köln, and in the 34th minute, you see Marco Reus collect the ball here and play over top towards Lasogga. They don't deal with all the defenders, and Lasogga takes aim as he gets inside, but it's a really good save by Horn, and unfortunately we can't make the most of the chance. I give the ball away with Sidney Sam, so good opportunity but a good save, and it's still 1-0 to the home side. And in the 59th minute, another good chance here. Yashil finds Schultz. We cross the ball in towards Lasogga, who goes for the header, and he gets taken down, and the referee stops play because Lasogga has got an injury. And I was sitting there thinking, oh god, no, please no. As much as I like Yashil, I don't want Lasogga to get an injury, but thankfully it is just a bruised elbow. We bring on Kevin Volland, and you know, I'm going to say the best thing about that is that we got an international break straight after this, so Lasogga will be out for a few days, and the only games he'll miss are international ones. So I am as lucky as it gets to know that even though Lasogga got injured, he'd only miss some international games. So yeah, still 1-0, and to be honest, as you see the last chance here come to FC Köln, the short and wide, we lost this game by 1-0. It's our first defeat of the season, and I just played terribly. That's the worst I've played in a very, very long time. Didn't look good at all. Didn't look like I was going to score any goals. We did lose the game by a goal to nil. It's our first defeat of the season, and we'll have to bounce back in the next episode. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of my next gen career mode very soon.